Chapter 1: Into the Dark. The air inside the hangar was thick with tension, a potent mix of sweat, engine oil, and the faint metallic tang of ammunition. Rows of C-47 Skytrains loomed outside in the grey pre-dawn light, their dark silhouettes a reminder of what lay ahead. Men from the 101st Airborne sat shoulder to shoulder on wooden benches, each absorbed in his thoughts. Some fidgeted with their gear, adjusting straps, checking buckles, or nervously tapping fingers against the polished stocks of their M1 Garans. Others stared into the distance, silent and solemn, as if trying to burn their faces into the memory of this moment. For many, it might be their last. Lieutenant James "Jimmy" Harlow stood at the front of the room, his eyes scanning the faces of the men he had come to know like family. A tall man in his late 20s, Harlow carried himself with the quiet confidence of someone who had earned his rank the hard way. His dark hair was cropped short, and his piercing blue eyes held the kind of determination that could steady even the most jittery soldier. He had led this platoon through grueling training, but tonight wasn't about training. Tonight was the real thing. "Eyes up, gentlemen," Harlow said, his voice cutting through the low murmur of conversation. Slowly, the men turned their attention to him. "This is it. The day we've been training for. The day we change the tide of this war." To his right, Captain Jonathan Bennett, their company commander, unfurled a large map and pinned it to the makeshift board. The men leaned forward, eyes narrowing as they tried to absorb the layout of Normandy's coastline and the dotted lines marking key objectives. Harlow stepped aside to let Bennett speak. "All right, listen up," Bennett began, his voice firm but not without a hint of gravity. "The success of this operation depends on us. We're the tip of the spear. The Germans have fortified these beaches, mines, machine gun nests, you name it. Our job is to disrupt their defenses and make it easier for the boys landing on the beaches at dawn. Each of you has a role to play." Bennett pointed to the map. "Your platoon will be dropping near Saint-Come-du-Mont, close to the Douve River. Primary objective: secure the crossroads and link up with elements of the 502nd. Secondary objective: cut off German reinforcements heading toward Utah Beach. You'll face heavy resistance, but I know you're ready." A murmur rippled through the platoon, low but unmistakable. They were ready, or at least they needed to believe they were. Harlow stepped forward again. "Let me be clear, we've trained for this. We've jumped out of planes 100 times, maybe more. Tonight we jump one more time, but this time it's not about perfect landings or smooth coordination."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?